Lamar Jackson ended Josh Allen's reign as the top average quarterback per game for the last 4 years. It's been Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson comes back. He, of course, 5 years ago, it was Lamar Jackson, 2019 at 21.79. He's the number one average. Josh Allen off his game a little bit last year, drops just a little bit to 19.64. Jalen Herz is next. Of course, you got three quarterbacks that add the running to their game as the highest average. Got a couple here: Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow. Right here, a couple that do it with their arms more passing. In the top shelf here, you can almost see where we have a top shelf here, and it drops off 2 points a game down to 16 and a half at Bo Nix here, and then Brock Purdy, and then the rest kind of starting to taper off below 16 with Patrick Mahomes. I got 12 listed here, but you can see how the averages were last year. You can see the running right here at the beginning, the top three run, add that juice with their legs up here for that average. And then you got a couple passers here. And Jaden Daniels, let's not forget him. He had a lot running last year too. How can he overtake some of these? Let's get started and see how we got. Look at the consensus ranked quarterback. Welcome into Fantasy AI. Moving on. All right, let's get started here. I got all 32 of the consensus ranked quarterbacks loaded in here. That's Lamar Jackson, all at number 1, all the way down to Daniel Jones at number 32. Let's get started here with number 1, though, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen at number 2. Hey, they finished in fantasy last year, number 1 and number 2. So they're not straying too far here. Got Lamar number 1 and Josh Allen number 2. It's really pick which one you want. I think that I'm going to lean more with Josh Allen. Hey, look over the last 5 years, he's been well over that 21 average. Last year was a down average, down to 19.64. Certainly there's good chance he could rebound up to that. And if we take a look at Lamar Jackson's great year last year, 21.79, pretty well what Josh Allen's been doing the last 4 or 5 years. And you can see his is a little, hey, don't get me wrong, in 2019 and 2020, he had great years too. But the 3 years prior, they were a little bit lower, more down like that. So, hey, it's a pick. One's got the 20th schedule, one has the 24th schedule. I like them both. You take what you can get. If you have to choose between one of them, I would lean towards Josh Allen. But, hey, I'd take both in that 1 or 2 spots in a snake draft when you're taking quarterbacks. They're the ones. Next up, we got Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow. All right, here I'm not too big on Jaden Daniels. He had a great rookie year last year. You can see him here at 18.42. Well, that average. Well, let's not confuse that with Lamar Jackson's here at 21.79. See, his is 3 more points higher. So there's a drop off, and we're not going to pay to get this number 3 quarterback. He's nothing special to get the number 3 spot here. So I'm not. Hey, then you had Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield, kind of the similar situations here. Although Baker had almost 378 yards rushing, it's more going to be on their passing. Very similar fantasy averages. They have Joe Burrow here at 4, though. And you see him ranked 4, and Baker Mayfield's ranked 7th. So Baker Mayfield's scheduled to 23rd, and his is 15th, about the same. So, hey, for where I'm sitting, Joe Burrow or Baker Mayfield, well, that's about the same. And you can get Baker Mayfield at 7th. So I'd almost rather just do that than take Joe Burrow and anything above there. We didn't skip over Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes here. But, hey, Jalen Hurts finished 6th last year. All right? And they've got him ranked 5th this year. So he's right about where he should be. But look at his fantasy average. 19.27, and they got him 5th. They got Patrick Mahomes here 6th, and his fantasy average was 4 points less. Just hasn't been really cranking them out these last couple of years. Kansas City found a defense, they haven't been needing as much. But you can see 2022, hey, he was 20.21 up there with those big, higher than what Jalen Hurts did last year. But hey, it's been 2-3 years now. 2 years. So they're going into third. Are they going to recapture it? We look over at his team. Has Worthy, Rashee Rice comes back, Marquise Brown. I mean, are they going to all of a sudden take this to the 14th passing team to the top 5 passing teams? Because that's what it'd take to get him up there scoring with like Joe Burrow, who's got the number 1 team passing and gets 18 points a game. So unless there's a drastic change there, I don't see how I pay that much for Patrick Mahomes there. So I wouldn't be doing that. Then you have Bo Nix and Dak Prescott here. Bo Nix. He finished 7th last year. They got him ranked 8th. Paying full price then. And hey, his position schedule is 26th. So I wouldn't pay this. I wouldn't draft him there. I mean, hey, if you get him, where he's getting him, then maybe you can get him cheap, but I wouldn't be paying the 8th position for that. Dak Prescott. Well, Dak Prescott, of course, has been going down here, but you can see the last couple years, every other year he's been doing a little better. So they're thinking it might be an up year for him. Certainly with the 2 receivers, C.D. Lamb, George Pickens. But they were the 11th in passing last year. Dak Prescott's been kind of disappointing. You can see he had a 13.2 average when he was in there, right? Contrast that with 16.4 here from Bo Nix, a similar ranking here at 8 and 9, right? So we lean toward Bo Nix, of course. And why pay any of that, though? So up next is Justin Fields, number 10 here. And Brock Purdy. Justin Fields I liked. He was my sleeper. I liked him. But hey, now all of a sudden he's ranked 10th. I mean, you go to him in his years. Back there, you don't have to go back to 2022. That was 19 points a game. And then 2023, he had 17, 18 points a game. And he's doing that with his legs. I think he had 1,000 yards rushing one of those years. So that's really where he's going to be getting his points from. You see, in last year's action, 47% came from passing, 53% came from running, 5 rushing touchdowns in 6 starts? Touchdown a game. It's going to be those legs. But his passing schedule has a number 1 easy schedule. I really like Justin Fields, but at 10, I think he's close to fully priced. So, I mean, hey, 16 points a game here out of Brock Purdy, that's almost risk-free. And you're paying the same, I would just take Brock Purdy over Justin Fields there. I mean, it's just, hey, the 10th ranking, you're not getting a bargain. Right? Like you are with Kyler Murray. I really like this one here. Kyler Murray, ranked 14th, finished 9th last year, has the 3rd easiest schedule, right? And his team here, we have Marvin Harrison Jr. looking good. Got Trey McBride. Hey, this coach, he needs to start winning than Gannon here, and I think this might be his year. 3rd easy schedule for Kyler Murray. Has some tools to work with. They've got, he's going to, the thing is, they say he's going to run more, right? He said he's committed to running the ball more this year. 572 yards rushing last year and 5 touchdowns. Well, boy, you just put up a little bit more than that. He's already getting 16 points a game. He'd be up there higher. I just like me some Kyler Murray, so he's one of the guys certainly I want to take in. And, hey, might as well throw Brock Purdy in there, too. If you're getting him for 11, I mean, he's vanilla, but, hey, he delivers. It ain't just him. It's his coach here, Kyle Shanahan, gets the people in the right place, the right time, sets it up. Christian McCaffrey, he got Kittle to work with, number 1 tight end. Brock Purdy's always just there. Yeah, he's vanilla, but he ends up with 16 points a game, and that's what you get at the 10th or 11th quarterback. So, I like him. Here's Jared Goff. See, their averages are about the same. Of course, what you get to here is rushing from Brock Purdy. You see some touchdowns here where you're just not getting it from Jared Goff. Now, hey, they got the number 2 team passing, but everything's got to go right where Brock Purdy does mix in some rushing to keep it there. So, hey, they're both average 16 about last year. So, Jared Goff, it starts to slip down, though, here a little bit with him. Caleb Williams here. Excuse me. Average only 13 points a game. Maybe you get turns on a little bit better and get up to 15, but that's still 13. I'm hoping more about his rushing and he had no rushing touchdowns. So I would have started maybe nibble with Caleb Williams here at 13. But now we're getting down to where these are all just plain vanilla. One that does stand out here, though, is C.J. Stroud here. They got him all the way down to 21st, right? Hey, he had a bad year last year, right? The year before that, though, you can see 16. That gets you up there bottom of top 10, right? And, hey, there's no reason he can't. Got Nico. Does Jaden Higgins, rookie, excited bringing him in? And Christian Kirk. And this Noel. He's got tools to work with, C.J. Stroud. And the number 2 easy schedule. Right? So, hey, at 21, you got nothing to lose here. I like C.J. Stroud, right? Get on him. Hey, maybe, getting him cheap here. Right? 21st. I like that. Another one here is Jordan Love. Jordan Love, hey, wasn't just a year before that he was up at the 16 and 17. That's right, at the 8 and 9 spot. About average there. And, hey, he fell off last year. But got a lot better tools to work with this year. Got the 9th schedule. His receivers have the number 1 easy schedule. Romeo Dobbs to this Savion Williams. They got tools there. I like both of those. You're getting them here cheap. And, hey, I know he's a statue. But Matthew Stafford down here, hey, he finished 19th. And he got him ranked 22nd. But, boy, he's got some weapons. A 12th easy schedule. And both those receivers got Puka and Devontae Adams. So kind of, hey, he'd be towards the bottom here. A lot of these are towards the bottom. But to review here, some of the ones I really like, of course, if you got, hey, 1 and 2 here, I don't have a preference for either of them. I probably Josh Allen, but hey, either one of them is great in that 1 and 2 spot. Then on the next ones, why take a risk? Why pay? I would feel safe here with Baker Mayfield. He's the cheaper version of Joe Burrow. Hey, about the same average last year. And you can start, but Joe Burrow's got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And, yeah, well, Baker Mayfield's got Mike Evans, this Ibuka, McMillan, and Chris Godwin's going to come back. Got plenty of tools for him, too. Now, that they did have lost their offensive coordinators. See how that folds out. But Baker's a nice, safe one there if you can get him cheap. Probably will. I like Brock Purdy here. Just vanilla, but you're going to get 16 points a game, doesn't it? And hey, it's number 4 team in passing. And he adds in a little run in there. Hey, he's cheap if you get him there. I like Caleb Williams and this Kyler Murray. I like both of them. Just not Caleb so much hey, he just had a couple rushing touchdowns here, and his average was up there. Finished 15th last year, and you get him at 13th. Maybe there's a little improvement there, but you're paying about full price for him. But hey, I'd look out for him. Kyler Murray's the one I love, guys. Kyler Murray, hey, look back to that 2020, back when he used to run. It's been down a little bit, but hey, he could come back up this next year. And if nothing else, 16 points, he is ranked 10th. They got him 14th. He finished 9th last year. Gonna run the ball more, right? Push them up to 4 or 5 more points from them rushing. Hey, that'd be pretty good. I like Kyler Murray. Number 3 easy schedule. He's one of the ones I like. If you can't tell, Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud, look out for them to rebound a little bit too, right? C.J. Stroud, number 2 easy schedule. I know he doesn't run the ball, no rushing touchdowns, but hey, I like this, and hey, he's got good weapons. From Nico, we went through him. I like his weapons. So those are the two. That's the ones I'd be looking out for. The quarterbacks I like.